And welcome here to picturesque Adelaide Oval, where we have the Adelaide Rams taking on the St George Illawarra Dragons. I'm your host, Tyro Clay, and with me in the box tonight is Luke Driscoll. Luke, how are we?
Yeah, doing really good. Really excited for this game. Obviously, the Rams being an amazing squad. The Dragons also lighting up with a decent squad, enough to at least challenge the Rams. I'd expect a bit of an upset for this game.
Yeah, I'd like to see an upset as well going into this game, but we don't know what's going to happen, so we can only pray for that. And there's been
I think the Dragons will.
Oh, sorry.
The Dragons will rely on their big forwards. The go forward in the forwards coming from their own end will be the deciding factor if they can overcome this very, very strong Rams team. As we get to see that first hit up, doesn't look great, but long game to go.
Yeah, but McDade just went straight through the middle, breaks through one, and an authoritative run there from McDade, just really strong. And now we're going to spread it to Mayava, but Latrobe moving out to the wing, an interesting move. He has been at fullback for most of the season, so it'll be interesting to see how he lines up out there.
Well, he has the skills. He has the skills to be a winger and a fullback, so it should be really interesting to see how that works. As we got to see in that last play the ball there, where the Dragons decided to spread their hand and they went 3 out. Also, a fantastic kick and locking the Rams down in their own corner.
Oh, and Minna almost dropped the ball, but gets ankle tap, just really strong. But what can they do now? Shakti just and I mean, if you want to stop Shakti, that's one way to stop Shakti. Just take his head off.
Do you think the independent doctor's going to call for a HIA on that one?
I don't know. They'll have to look at it. We might see him come off eventually. It might not be for a little bit though. The Rams are going to work it inside the Dragons' half. Just they're not trying to spread the ball too much. They're just trying to hold it and get some big meters. As we get to see Palangi come on the inside, and now it's going to be third tackle. It's going to be Minna. And Rams have got themselves into some good field position here. Fourth tackle. And Wallace just goes straight through, and Rams get the first points of the game.
That cutback pass just there, absolutely perfectly timed, and Wallace had no one in front of him. Absolutely fantastic try there for the Rams.
As we have a look at the replay, just caught the Dragons off guard. They just weren't expecting it. And they capitalised, and now they have a chance to make it 6-0 very early on here.
Judging by that replay, I don't think Wallace was expecting the ball either. He fumbled it in his hands and then jumps over the line. Fantastic try. Well played.
As the Rams do make it 6-0. They did start from their own end, and that penalty that was given away for the high tackle on Shakti was what made them get down that end and get that try. So Dragons will have a lot to think about, and will have to improve on that, certainly.
Well, certainly improve on their defence. You don't want to give away a free pass to the other end of the field and then give away a try on the first set that the opposition have.
Here is Shakti, I know, just gets driven back, nothing he can do, and that's going to be a knock-on against the Dragons, they're going to say, and it's a 7-tackle set. I would have maybe thought differently, but they are going to play on, and it's a slow play ball, but Rams already up near halfway on the first tackle. Oh, really impressive there.
Also, that sidestep. The repeat sets are really going to hurt the Dragons if they can't fix that up.
Yeah, you just can't give Rams so much ball, otherwise they will score. And now we get to see the Hunters, the Rams. My brain's off. Fourth tackle now. Shakti is going to go straight through the line now. Gets the offload to Palangi, but he'll be driven back 10 metres out now. Are they going to put up an attacking kick? You'd have to say so. It's going to be wide. They're going to go down the short side, and what was that sort of play?
Yeah, it was a great tackle there by Honeyman, and then as he attempted to kick the ball, he drops the ball. Now we get to see the Dragons come out from their own end. It's really not doom and gloom there for the Rams because they get defend on their own line, but Ingram gets to go past one, but his offload drives him back.
Yeah, very disappointing as now we get to see Miller get to the 40-metre line. Strong run. So now the Dragons are going to work it up here with Groove, and he'll take it over halfway. Dragons not offering too much here. They're just trying to get it in further into the Rams end, but Honeyman won't be doing that as Preston with a really strong kick here down to Potato, and he's going to step one, but great cover defence.
And as we've seen in the Mind State of Origin, Potato was well covered. And it looks like the Dragons have. Oh, never mind. As Unknown just there, steps one, and he's running down towards the try line. He's dangerous at every step of the game, and you got to be careful of that. As now we get to see the Rams attacking the Dragons line again.
As they're going to go down the short side, but it's going to be a forward pass. Dragons let off the hook there, certainly. Honeyman will just work it up. And Dragons, their forward pack is trying to stand up. We are seeing that, but currently it's not been enough. And they will have to try and fix that as McDade just was almost looking like he was going to throw it, but he does go himself. And Preston's going to line up for a 40-20. Will have good distance, but definitely won't have the angle as Shaq the Unknown from his own 10-metre line gets well covered there.
That was a fantastic kick chase there from the Dragons. Certainly limiting what one could say would be one of the most dangerous players on the Rams team, being Shakti Unknown. Dragons certainly up to the task with Shakti.
And same with Burton. He just gets driven back. It's going to be fourth tackle, and they're going to go all the way back for Magic, who puts in a sweep kick. Bomb's just going to go around, but can't get past Shakti. And now the Dragons here, they can have some field position to try and put some points on the board.
Yeah, this is their best chance of this game so far. They've certainly been coming out of their own end, but now they've got an attacking chance. Let's see what the Dragons can do.
As Smith will get him into the red zone on the third tackle. And Ingram's just going to be met front on there, but will still be tackled 10 metres out. So it's going to be McDade. Met front on by Minna. And it's going to be fifth and last. They're going to go to Honeyman. Puts in the grubber, but Halungi's just there to cover up. Unlucky there from the Dragons.
Very strange moment when your prop forward is the one putting in the grubber. Wasn't a bad grubber in that stead when you don't expect props to do those things.
As Minna's going to take the hit up out of his own end. Going to be third tackle now. Rams spreading it out wide to Pretlove. He'll be taken down fourth now. They're going to go out to this left-hand side. Magic's going to try another 40-20, but definitely not going to get there. But great tackle on Bowman. Dragons going to have a full set inside Rams half yet again. Oh, and as I say that, the commentators curse a forward pass.
Yeah, certainly a great opportunity there for the Dragons. Goes begging. They had their opportunities and certainly failing to live up to that hype.
As Minna's going to get them over the 30-metre line on the second tackle. Rams choosing to throw the ball all the way to Wallace to the 20-metre line on the third, and they choose to go to Minna. He'll be taken down on the fourth tackle now. Where are they going to go? Out to this right-hand side. Wallace just going to take the hit up. He'll be tackled approximately 9 metres out. It's going to be fifth and last. They're going to go back for Magic. Very shallow bomb. Shakti's going to take it, but he's going to go nowhere. Their fifth tackle options, the Rams are letting them down.
Yeah, they got that line break try, and certainly their kicking is lackluster. And that might be spoiling their absolute game. The Dragons have comfortably covered their fifth tackle options.
Yeah, it was good to see the Dragons work it up here. We're going to go right to Honeyman. He'll be taken down 5 short of halfway. Ready the fourth tackle. Long ball out to Smith. He had room, but Palangi shut him down quickly as they're now going to have to put in an attacking kick with Preston. It is a strong attacking kick. Down to Latrell Bolt. He's going to go up to the 30. Just a brilliant tackle there, though, from the Dragons centre.
Latrell Bolt is absolutely failing to materialise as a good winger so far in this game. We're 37 minutes into that first half, but I expect to see more in the second half.
Shafty unknown offloads, but it is a forward pass. Just not what you want. They were on the front foot. Now the Dragons going to have the ball and they make a step with Donny Mack. And they're going to have just a few plays here. They're going to have to try something in this last minute and a half if they're to do anything. So now we get to see Preston. Slowish play the ball. As now it's going to go out to McDade. McDade fends off one. Can he get past Shakti? Can he get to the line? He's going to be dragged down a metre short. Are they going to get a playoff? Yes, they are. Are they going to take it, though? Oh, he could have run himself, and it's going to be half time. 6-0 Rams. As we welcome you back for the second half here, Rams are up 6-0, but you have to say at the end there, Dragons could have had an opportunity there to try and level the game.
Yeah, at the back end of that first half there, Tyrone. Certainly the Dragons, the player that had that ball, had all opportunity to score that try. He was already over the line and then decided to pass the ball. Not sure what happened there, but still plenty of time in this game for the Dragons to strike back.
As Wallace will be driven back now, and Dragons coming out here with a bit more show on the defensive side. They were at the start of the first half a little bit on the lackluster side with their defence, but it seems like they've come out here with the second half with stronger defence.
Yeah, obviously that was a big downfall for the Dragons, but they've certainly tightened up their defensive lines, and now we get to see the Rams kick from their own half.
And it's not the deepest of kicks, and Miller's going to return it and turn Shakti inside out. Miller is away to the 10. Is Miller going to be caught? No! And Miller's going to score underneath the post.
That was a fantastic try there, Tyrone. Miller did all the work. Shakti missing that tackle. Followed it, but he was getting chased very, very closely that whole way through. The momentum took him over that line, and fantastic try for the Dragons.
The Dragons will be happy with that, Rams. Rams won't be so happy. They're just... It was a shallow-ish kick, but Shakti just got turned inside out. And Predlove almost got there, however. Miller went in to score, and Dragons have now levelled this game back up at 6-all.
Absolutely right there, Tyrone. Those long kicks from the Dragons have been very lackluster. From the Rams, allowing the Dragons decent field position. The downfall from that, apart from that last set, was that there was no mistake from the Dragons and they capitalised on that field position.
Absolutely, as Ingram's going to take the hit up to the 20-metre line, and Dragons here going to try and work it. They're going to pass it to Malia, and will be taken down here. Second tackle. Honeyman inside for Bohm, but he was unlucky there not to get the line break. As now we get to see Honeyman. Strong hit up, just short of the halfway line. Going to be fourth tackle. They're going to go out here to Bohm. He can't step through. Strong defence from the Rams. And it's going to be fifth and last here, basically right on halfway. Can they put in a good kick? Preston. That is a strong kick down to Latrell Bolt, but Bolt's not going to be able to step, and Donnie Mack with another huge tackle.
Yeah, Latrell Bolt's number's been made up, but as we get to see here, Minna with a nice little line break. Latrell Bolt, his kick returns have been very minimal in the effect of the Rams.
Yeah, that is also something that they will be looking at, and they may try and change that coming in to some other games, as now we get to see Janet just get driven back. Fourth tackle. Going to go out here to Minna. And Minna's just going to drive over the 30-metre line. It's not going to be enough, though, as get to see Magic put a kick down to Mayava, and Mayava will just drive over the 20, and not a bad kick return there from the Dragon.
No, got them into safety, and now we get to see them come out from their own end as we get to see Honeyman there with another 8 metres with post contact.
Yeah, he's just a workhorse, Honeyman. Whenever he gets the ball, he just wants to make as many metres as he can. So we get to see Smith try a 40-20. Was Smith, however, it's the angle. Shakti stays in, but Miller's just there, and great kick chase.
That was a fantastic take there from Shakti. I would have thought for all money that was a 40-20, but he manages to keep himself inside the field of play, and now we get to see the Rams coming out from their own end.
And Palangi will now take it to the 40-metre line, as they're going to spread it here to Minna. Minna's over halfway. He'll just take it to the 40-metre line. Minna's been very strong in that 11 position. He might stay there for a while, as now we can see Shakti. He's not going to step, but he will take it to over the 30-metre line, as it's going to be Jenna to put in a strong kick here to Miller. We've seen what Miller can do, but Miller's not going to be able to do anything there, and Dragons going to have to work out of their own end.
Yeah, this field position battle, I was about to say, was getting won by the Rams, but the Dragons somehow managed to get themselves into safety into their 35-metre line.
As now we get to see McDade over the 40-metre line. Dragons just working the ball here. Groove's going to go from dummy half. Can't get past Palangi though. And will be fourth tackle. Honeyman. Good post-contact meters there, and it's going to be fifth and last here for the Dragons. Preston puts in another deep kick to Latrell Bolt. Can he do something on this kick return? He can. It's a 1v1, and the fullback's gone. Latrell Bolt's going to go all the way in. He was not having the best of games, but now he's certainly lived up to why he's on the wing.
Yeah, it takes one chance there, and obviously we just see the Dragons fullback, Superman himself, pass Latrell Bolt and miss that dive tackle. So Latrell Bolt making up for everything bad I've said so far, because every time he's done a kick return hasn't been fantastic, but that one straight out of the top drawer.
Yeah, it seemed like the Dragons' defense may have been a bit cluttered there. They didn't know who, they weren't looking out for each other. However, that means the Rams do score, and the Rams are going to be in front 12 points to 6, but Dragons will still have time to try and hit back at this lead.
Yeah, most definitely there, Clay. There's certainly chances there. The best chances that we get to see, though, is that the Dragons do have a lot of strike power on their edges. Should be interesting. As long as there's no direct impact with field position, the Rams should be able to hold it out. But let's not count them out. Count the Dragons out just yet.
As we get to see Wallace off the back fence. Just meet with Honeyman. Strong tackle as we get to now see Jenner on the inside. Over the 20-metre line. Second tackle. You're going to give it to Pretlove, but taken straight away. Just can't go anywhere, and Rams are going to spread it all the way out here to Potato. He's going to go straight through, almost fullback. And really strong run there to get them out of what would have been not some decent field position, as Pretlove's going to get him only 5 metres inside Dragons half there, which means they are going to have to put down a big kick. Magic doesn't do that. Mayava on the front foot. Mayava gets past Shakti. Mayava almost away, and Dragons looking dangerous yet again on the kick returns.
Yeah, let's talk about the failed kicking, the long range kicking from the Rams. It's certainly failed so far this entire game. The Dragons' game plan should be to keep them into their own half, because there's been a lot of shanked kicks.
Yeah, as now we get to see Curfy. He'll be taken about 2 metres short of the line. But Smith not able to get any passes off. It's going to be 5th and last here for the Dragons. It's going to go all the way back to Preston. Preston with the grubber, but Parangi just deflects the ball and just stops the ball and picks it up.
Yeah, just a bit of a misplaced grubber there. Obviously. Oh, never mind. As Shaq the Unknown goes through that hole, but he's forced back the moment that he hits the fullback for the Dragons. Bit of a misplaced grubber. On another day, it might have been better, but I think that half needs to reassess the way he does his grubbers.
As Shaq the Unknown will take it only 5 metres inside Rams territory. Now they're going to have to try and improve their kicking. And that is a strong kick. Oh, that is a brilliant kick, but Miller is not going to be able to do anything. That's better from the Rams. That's a better kicking game.
Yeah, straight down into the corner. Obviously, their defensive line and their kick chase is ready for that. That is by far their best game. So their best kick so far of this game.
As they're holding the Dragons inside their own half, Honeyman's just going to have to run it until we go down 35 out. They're going to try a 40-20 with Smith. Oh, and that's not good enough. That's not far enough. Shakti just going to get laid out on his backside there, though.
Clearly, the Dragons have studied up on who their danger players are in their spine, and Shakti getting the ball, or even Latrell. They've studied up on it, although the Dragons let the Latrell through, but they've kept their spine very, very much intact.
As Pretlove's just going to be driven back here, not long left for the Dragons. Are they going to be able to try and do anything? You'd have to say maybe, as a strong bomb, but is it going to be too far? Yes, it is. Dragons are going to have a 7 tackle set to try and do something.
Well, this is their chance. They've got to get up the other end of the field. 2 minutes to play now. It's a long way to go.
Yeah, long way for the Dragons. They're going to go 70 metres. There probably isn't going to be enough time for the Dragons. They might just run out of time. They're not going to get up there as there's only a minute to go. It's going to be Honeyman over the 40-metre line. They're probably only going to get one more play, as it is going to be Curfey. Can he get up in time? No, they're going to hold him down, and that'll be it. The Rams are going to take this one 12 points to 6. And but you'd have to say the Rams, arguably, probably the better team in this game.
Yeah. There were moments there for the Dragons where they certainly had their chances to win this game. The Rams, obviously, very, very strong team in the mines. So it's not an unexpected result, but the Dragons certainly had their chances to make it an upset. But as we get to see, though, the stats sort of point towards the Rams having the better chances in that game.
Yeah, and I'd like to point something out for both teams. 7 missed tackles for the Rams and 8 missed tackles for the Dragons. Both really solid defenses.
Yeah, that's right. But then when you look at line breaks, though, 19 to the Rams, 11 to the Dragons, obviously allowing that extra space allows for more meters. And when we turn over to the overall run meters, I think we'll see that there is a correlation between those.
Yeah, as you can
Obviously,
see here. Look at that, Shakti. 150 run meters and with 6 line breaks. And Larry Minner, what a game he had. 146 run meters for 5 line breaks. Just sensational.
that's absolutely amazing there for someone who's a prop primary. Certainly played his socks out like Larry Minner. Certainly noticed him on the field. I think I was going to make that comment in during the first half that he seemed to be everywhere and seemed to be doing a lot of stuff. Obviously, those 10 tackles, massive output from him. Let's not discredit Latrell Bolt, obviously, but as we move over to the Dragons, um,
Tells a different story, almost. Just
it
groove with
really
their
does.
12 run meters. McDade with over 100 meters, but where Shakti had 150 run meters. The Dragons fullback Bolm only had 67, so they knew that they had to keep him quiet, and they did so.
Yeah, absolutely correct. And if you were to look at, say, someone like Cameron Honeyman, his run meters, though, what, maybe 30 of those run meters or maybe 40 were just post contact. But there was no backup behind him to make the most of those post contact meters when you've got others above him in run meters that haven't done the work. Um, Obviously, those extra line breaks made the massive difference for the Rams winning this game.
Yeah, and that'll be it. And I've been your host, Tony Clay, Luke Driscoll with me in the box, and we'll see you next week for more SRL Minds action.